Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Kaylan Alex. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning in. So guys, it is the season and time for platforms. Although for some of us, they never really went away. But we're definitely seeing them at the forefront of fashion right now. So I figured I'd give you guys a few recommendations or a little guide to get in some of the perfect, hottest platforms. So let's just get into the recommendations. So I have a little list here of some of my favorite platforms that I've seen or maybe have gotten. And I just feel like these are some of the best ones that I've seen. Now, of course, it's very relative, very subjective, as I always say. But I feel like this is like a good start of what's popping, so to speak, for right now. So the first one I have on the list is, of course, the Valentino Tango pumps. Now, these have made their little mark in the trends right now. They come in a few different colors. I love the pops of colors that we're seeing right now, especially with these type of shoes. I just feel like they're so fun. This shoe actually comes in two different heights. So there's a taller version and a shorter version. Of course, I cannot remember the exact measurements of the heel, but I've certainly tried them on. The shorter one, you really can't feel the height in it. I would say you can feel the height in the taller version, of course, because it's taller, but it's not to the point where it's scary to walk, if that makes sense. And I also don't feel like the shoe is super heavy. So that is another thing that I love about the shoe, that it's not super heavy when you're walking. So this one, like I said, comes in a variety of different colors. It is more on the comfortable side. As far as sizing, I would say get your true Euro sizing and you should be good. But this is like one of my favorites on the list. I have a few absolute favorites. This is definitely one of those absolute favorites. A little tidbit on this shoe in particular, it is pretty much sold out. If you can kind of grab a pair here and there, I would say to go for it. But it is one of those shoes that has recently came out, so we'll start seeing it become more available as we get more into the spring summer months. But if you sign up for the wait list on Valentino, it does pop up in stock sometimes. So I would suggest, if you're looking for a specific color, just go to the size, put yourself on the wait list where if it comes back in stock, and there's a chance that you will get it, because that certainly happened for the black pair that I've been on the search for. The other Valentino shoe that I have on the list is the open toe one with the little rock stud on it. This one is kind of I don't really know how much I love it. Number one, because of the peep toe on it and the combination with the rock stud. I feel like it's a little bit, it's a lot happening. It's a lot happening at that toe box area. There's a rock stud, there's a peep toe, but I definitely feel like the combination of the two does give the shoe a little bit more personality and variance, so to say, because of the fact that there's two situations happening down there. I definitely think it's one to be tried on, and if you can, if you find it in your size, it's worth still trying, because that it may look way better on, or you may find that it looks better on you than it does in the picture. The next suggestion that I have on the list is, of course, the Versace, I think it's Arita's platform shoe. It comes in a variety of different colors. It has, again, been a shoe that is hot. I feel like it's between the Versace and the Valentino pumps that is getting the most, creating the biggest buzz right now when it comes to the pumps. These are just classic style, Mary Jane style shoes. I feel like this particular platform is one that transcends time, because it is a timeless piece. It's a style of shoe that has been around forever. It's not going anywhere. I feel like this is just one of those moments where we're seeing it being more publicized or in our faces a little bit more because we're into platforms. But these are two shoes that I feel like, regardless of what the trend is, they're always going to be in. So there's no wonder that they're at the top of the list. I have not personally tried this one in particular on, but if If you feel like this is something that you're a little bit more interested in, I would suggest it is still worth trying for your own sake. As I would say about any of the shoes or anything I recommend, try for yourself, because what works for you may not work for others. And I have found that some things that have been widely accepted by most don't really work out for me, and vice versa. So it's all about person and your preference. So I always suggest trying it for your sake, unless it's just something that is kind of like unacceptable. We're talking about craftsmanship or just the overall fit and feel of the item. Unless it's something to do with that, I always recommend trying it on your own. The next pair I have on the list is, I think, a newer pair that has just come out. It's the Bottega Super Gloss Calfskin Buckle Platform. This one I think was super cute because of the style of it. Now this one has more of a square round kind of toe box, which we're used to seeing when it comes to Bottega. That's kind of like their thing when it comes to shoes, and definitely this type of shoe, that square round toe box area. I personally think that it adds a little bit more character to the shoe, and I actually like this one in the orange because of that shape. I feel like it's a fun shoe and a fun color, and it kind of like drew me to the shoe when I originally seen it. And plus it's like that patent leather, which I'm a sucker for patent leather. I don't know, I feel like it's one of those materials that can be versatile, and it's fun to play with, you know, different textures and feels. And this is kind of one of those moments for me with the square round toe box and the pop of color and the pattern. I just feel like it works for this shoe. Now it is something that maybe I wouldn't have per se gravitated towards, but because I've been really into trying out different things and wanting special pieces and special moments, I feel like that's why I've paid attention to this shoe. Because in an old version of me, I would not have looked twice at this shoe because I don't really care for weird toe box, square round, flat. It's a lot happening right there. I'm not even gonna lie, it's a lot happening with there, but the fact that it is a unique design of shoe is why I'm kind of like intrigued by it. From what I've seen on most sites, it is not available for immediate purchase. It is one of those pre-order. From the few sites that I've seen it on, is available for pre-order. It's not really ready right now, but like I said, it's coming into the spring and summer months, so a lot of the shoes that are absolutely sold out, we'll start to see more stock of them become available soon. So definitely get on the wish list or wait list for items that you know that you may want to try. The next shoe that I have on the list is Saint Laurent. Now Saint Laurent actually has a few different shoes that I would recommend for the platform category. They have been true to this wave of platform shoes, specifically with the Bianca and the Page style shoes, which are two different versions of the same shoe. I believe the Bianca is the version that is the current version of this shoe, and the Page is the older one. The difference between the two is the Bianca has a buckle strap, whereas the Page has a tie strap. I personally prefer the tie version because I just like the way that it looks. I don't know, I feel like it adds a little bit more sass to the shoe with the strap up the leg. I'm a sucker for a thigh high, a strap up the leg, something going on, you know, around the ankle. It's a moment for me. I love the way that the Page looks on the foot. Of course, the buckle strap is more safe because you don't have to worry about it coming undone, which can create a bit of a safety concern if it comes loose when you're walking, because it is a platform shoe. But I just like the look of the tie around the ankle. Now, the Bianca and the Page come in pretty much the same colors and fabric, so to say. Like they'll come in a suede or like a metallic or something like that, but the only difference is one's a tie strap, one's a buckle strap. I don't believe the Page is available anymore. You may be able to find someone reselling theirs, but for the most part it's the Bianca that you're gonna see. I love this shoe. This is another shoe that I don't really feel the height of the shoe. I will say though, it is slightly more on the heavier side, you know, for a platform. You can definitely feel the platform in the shoe, but you don't necessarily feel so much of the height when it comes to it. Now, I do have the Page version, and I have not had an issue with the tie coming undone at the ankle. It has loosened a bit, but not to the point where I'm about to, you know, trip over myself because it's come undone. Now, I make sure that I'm tying them tight so that it doesn't happen, but I can understand the concern there. But it's still one of my favorite shoes, especially when it comes to platform. We've seen this shoe stick around, and Saint Laurent is pretty much a consistent brand that sticks true to their, you know, heritage, original designs, and this is kind of like one of those items. The other Saint Laurent platform that I have on the list is the Jody. I absolutely love this shoe. I love this style of platform. It is more of a, it reminds me more of a stiletto style shoe, and I just love that look. It looks super feminine, slim, but still a platform, still a comfortable look, and it just gives you sass and girly glamour vibes. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that the shoe is, although it's a platform, it's still on the slimmer side, and I just love the little knot at the toe box. This is one of my favorites on the list. When I said I had those top favorites, this is the second top favorite. I just love that peep toe situation, and the fact that it is more like a sandal platform versus a pump platform. It just gives me all the vibes. And this is another one that I feel as though it can be versatile in how you wear it. It does have a buckle straps. So it just, I don't know, I just love the way that this one looks. This is, like I said, one of my top favorites on the list. It does come in a variety of different colors and fabrics, as do most of the ones that I have on the list. So you can kind of get what works most or best for your wardrobe. The next pair that I have on the list are two pair from Giuseppe. One is the BB Touch, which I think is super cute. This is another one that has a bit of a square kind of toe box. It is like kind of squared and like, it's a square-ish toe box. Now, I like this one because of that detailing on it. I feel like it gives this shoe a little bit more, you know, character and personality. Makes it look a little bit different, like a play on the Mary Jane style of shoe. I do notice that this one comes a little bit higher in the toe box area compared to some of the other ones that is kind of rounded off. It is a bit more square and comes up a little bit higher. I love this shoe. I actually seen, I believe it's Matilda's Olade on Instagram with the gold pair. They were super cute. Of course, they're sold out, but I have seen the black pair in the patent, which are super cute. I do like these because they are most similar to the Valentino pumps, except obviously the toe box is made differently. But this is a close comparison to the shoe, and I just think it's super cute and super timeless. I really wish I could have found the gold pair because I've been wanting a gold platform for the last 2 years and I have not found the perfect one. I wanted the Saint Laurent one, but of course it's sold out, and then now the Giuseppe one is the one I was gonna get, but of course it's sold out. So I've been on the search for a gold platform, but it just has to be the right one. I just have not found it outside of those two, but nonetheless, this is another one that I have on the list and will recommend. The next one is the Giuseppe Betty Knot, which is another version that is kind of similar to the Saint Laurent Jody one, but it's a Giuseppe version of the shoe. This is another classic peep toe style pump that I feel like transcends the trends, and it goes, well past it. So I would definitely recommend it as well if you want something more of a peep toe versus a closed toe. The last pair that I have on the list are a pair from Aquazura. Now, I have seen Aquazura make platforms a part of their staple iconic shoes. I've always liked Aquazura's platforms. I feel like they're underrated, number one, but they're also super cute, and they're a little bit more sassy to me. They remind me of the Saint Laurent Jodys. I love that peep toe style, but still very, feminine, and it's literally just a peep toe. The little twist on the top, I just love it. I love this style of pump or peep toe kind of sandal-ish shoe. I just think that they're so hot. I love the way that they look. I just feel like it is one of those shoes that is a platform, but it's not super high or super chunky. It is a little bit more slim, and I just love the way that this looks. I've seen them in crystals, you know, the satin, suede, or, you know, kind of like plain versions, and I just love them in all different kinds. A pair that I absolutely loved and I feel like would be perfect wedding shoes. They were white or like a cream color with jewels on them. So cute. I love the way that these shoes come in different finishes, patterns, colors. Like, they're just a fun shoe and I love that. So that is going to be my list of recommendations for platforms. Platforms are in right now. They really haven't went out for a lot of us, but hey, they're the forefront of fashion right now. We're going to be seeing them a lot. So I wanted to give you guys a few recommendations of some that you can look out for or try to get your hands on. Do try them on, see if you like them. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, drop a nice comment down below, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I post again, and I will see you in the next video.